What Once Was Lost by Nightspark. I spent 1,000 years in mourning, and found no virtue in it. I found no solace or resolution to our conflict. I mourned for what could have been, for what I could have been. Harmony was in but my grasp, and you stole it from me, sister. You gave in to the will of lesser beings, and cast me aside. I merely desired control, order. With my knight, I could have changed this world. No war, no fighting, eternal bliss. Progress and development without pause. An impossible dream made reality by a goddess worthy of her praise. You denied me of this. The whole concept of will, good or ill, is irrelevant when speaking of beings such as ourselves. Our actions are not to be questioned by those who we allow to live. We are gods, my precious sister, and gods must be strong. They believe you to be the stronger one, the more beautiful and glorious one. They are merely blinded by the illusion your sun casts upon them. I see through it, sister. I see through your warm words and soft embrace. I see the poison in your heart. Its grotesque stench still burns my lungs. And now I wait and watch from this tower in which I have been so conveniently placed. What was your reasoning? To ease me gently back into the loving arms of our ponies. More likely, your pathetic attempt to control that which was never to be constrained. Remember that the darkness is an ocean in which the light has the privilege of swimming. The universe is an ocean without a shore, and with nowhere to rest. Your light will inevitably drown. I see your precious city in flames, and now your perfect little ponies suffer. What will you do, I wonder? Will you protect them? Will you smite down these insects from your white city? No, instead the moment I have desired for so long shall come to pass. The moment where your light will flicker, then die. As you lay there on the ground, you must be wondering, how could the pest chrysalis best you? Unfortunately, the truth will only make your failure seem even more pathetic. I gave her my love. How could I not? Unlike the ponies of Equestria, the changelings were suffering. Chrysalis had become so desperate that she prayed to me. To me! She prayed to the princess of the night. She looked to me in hopes that I would not forsake her kind as your ponies did to me. I told her that I would not only love her, but her children as well. I would give these disgusting and unnatural monsters my eternal love, so long as they swore themselves to me. I spent my time feeding them, nurturing them. You believe they look hideous now. They were on the thread that separates life and death when I took them in. Infiltrating Canterlot was trivial. Your guards have become invalid objects, incapable of providing the basic security that is expected from them. But you didn't care, did you, sister? The one power in the universe that could challenge yours was locked away, forgotten. Through our beloved niece, I was provided a perfect path towards your destruction. Of course, Cadence would never agree to harming her perfect auntie. She is still young, and knows not of the history of your ascendants. This alone is the reason I allowed her to keep her life. I feel no sorrow for harming her. A creature of our quality should be more aware of her surroundings. Perhaps I can yet still teach her how to be a proper goddess. After bestowing much power into Chrysalis, I granted her the pleasure of being loved by others. First by your captain, then your guards, and then your little elements. I find it comforting knowing you loved her too. That's right, Celestia. It's your very love that powered the monster which will end you. It is the love that every pony you know gives to one another. It is the love that you have for your student. It is the love that the world never granted me, that now makes Canterlot suffer. I see your weak body from here, sister. It pains me at my very core that I am not there at your side to hold you and embrace you as you once held me. It pains me that I cannot be the one to end you. It should be me. My eyes should meet yours as the light forever ends, as you realize that it is me, that your sister and not some myth is the one who has struck you down and conquered this world. Nightmare Moon and I are one and the same now. That was always your problem, Celestia. The truth was the one sound you tuned out. Perhaps that is incorrect. Yes, you heard the truth, sweet sister, but only after you skewered it to your liking. Only after you had fed it to the maggots that grovel after you. Woe is me, my precious little Luna have been taken by a demon. Do not hate her, my little ponies. Do not shun away the sad little being that is my sister. Pity her and give her your false comforts. Damn you, Celestia. Pity me? Pity a goddess? They should pity themselves, the traitorous two-faced fools that know not who they trifle with. How dare you attempt to mend 1,000 years of pain by casting aside my actions as the sins of another? Did no one question why the poor, despicable Luna was being imprisoned for the crimes of Nightmare Moon? Did no one care to question a world made by two gods and ruled by only one? Did not a single pony look to the night sky and wonder where its beauty came from? That is what makes my soul thirst for vengeance. I know destroying you will not quench this thirst for blood. When the actions of this day are complete, when the sun forever sets, so shall begin 1,000 years of torment and decay for pony kind. The progress and knowledge I may have shared with them shall be bestowed upon the changelings. I will make them watch as their children decay from disease and rot in their hooves. I will make them hear the song that only a mother can sing as their foal lays dead. I will make them regret turning against the knights. However, I must wait for the changelings to finish their task. I have been patient and allowed those insects to shame you and your followers. Such a shame it will be when the once mighty god falls prey to the maggots. Like an eternity of water against the stone, they have eroded away the firm walls of this city. Like a storm, they have moved with surprising haste and poured endless death upon your ponies. Yet now, the queen of these monsters delays. Her head is upon the block, and the axe has been lifted with purpose, and she delays. Damn little insects! Even now the universe mocks me. There you lay, for cold, sweet death, and Chrysalis is saving her actions. Now she looks up to me. For what? Approval? Though I am tempted to end her life, I need her, and it shames me to say so. With her unwavering loyalty, I gain an army larger and more powerful than any this world has known. They may be weak now, but when my love nurtures them to full health, they will be able to bring order upon your ponies. I will have the love of one species and the fear of another. So for now, I smile at this changeling queen. For now, I give her my approval. However, she insists on glaring out the window like an overconfident fool. Mind your surroundings. It is a lesson that every living thing must eventually learn, or it will perish. Our niece and your guard are about to strike. I know of the spell in which they are about to cast. While it is too weak to destroy the changelings, it will be enough. Were it so easy, I would kill you all. Perhaps I do not do so, because I am fearful myself. I am fearful of the elements. I welcome these fears. At the very least, I can say that I am not as blind as you are. I see and recognize what may actually pose a threat. Unlike you, I will not hide or banish such things. I will end them. In time. Priorities come first, Celestia. There are times where I wonder why I was destined to such hatred. What actions did I commit that warranted such feelings? A millennia gives you much time to think about things. Sister, we are no longer the same, Celestia. We have both looked at that forsaken sky, the shadowy dust of old suns, glowing deep inside with young yellow lights. New stars being born, planets condensing like rain, covering themselves almost immediately in a valet of life. When we were young, we saw a universe filled with threat and constant danger. It took the regal mother to teach us it was more beautiful than we could bear. Beauty second only to her own. I realize now that even our mother was susceptible to corruption. I turned away from her false truth, and now all I see are the colours of the nightmare. Every star turned against me. The carefully planned day has been foiled. The spell has sent my army flying towards the Badlands. The temptation to abolish the life there is ever growing. I know not how much more failure I am able to tolerate before killing something. It's times like these where I do not doubt she is working in my favour. In some strange and unknown way, I seem to fail when my goals are in reach. I once asked why. Why has the sum of my entire existence been defined by struggle? Why must I continue to climb a peakless mountain? We are both gods, and yet I still climb to reach you, sister. I climbed at the beginning. I climbed 1,000 years ago, and I climb now. Yet you still stand in a heaven that is unreachable. I asked why, when my own sister allowed our opponents to love her and despise me. I asked why, when I noticed it was you who inherited the shiny beauty of our mother, while I remained in shadow, unseen. I asked why, and still I have no answer. Now you stand and your ponies embrace you. They embrace their fallen god, who could hardly protect them. Even when you fall from those heavens, they embrace you. Failure or mistake, they will stand by your side, and your side alone. I can see the words come off your lips. You and all the other ponies apologize to Twilight Sparkle. You apologize to your student and show sincere regret because you were, no, still are, too blind to see the threat in front of you. I am ashamed to tell you my feelings, dear sister. I hurt upon seeing this. Seeing you apologize to your student. It twists my innards with such force. You never showed me such sincere regret. You never showed me such care and admiration. I am your sister, your blood. Did you truly despise me so much that you placed me under a student? Even now, after all that has been said and done, I hold you in a place that nothing, not even the stars of our mother, could take. You are the harbinger of my misery. You are a warm memory from an ancient time. You're my one and only sister. So perhaps this unfortunate setback is preferable. Perhaps I may now be able to one day hold you in my arms as you leave forever. Enjoy those kind and gentle embraces. Enjoy the laughter and love they give you. Enjoy what I have always desired, and know that I envy you for it. Enjoy all that is to fade away, sister. For I assure you, a new order will consume this world. So fades the great facade that is your power. Even those changelings recognized that you are so oblivious to your sister. You are weak. Your nobility has blinded you as ever. You meddled in the affairs of lesser beings, and in doing so you have lost control of things. You left little to chance. You turned my stars, my own moon, against me. You allowed our creations to embrace only you. You allowed them to toss away their dark goddess. But what hubris to believe that you could protect your traitorous ponies from me forever! If you cannot master Chrysalis, then you do not deserve your title. Soon your ascendance shall be forgotten. Soon the light will fade, and the night will claim all. I was your ally, Celestia. But now I have abandoned you. It no longer matters why, for I am done with everything. If this universe will not love me, then I will bend it until it does so. What once was lost has returned. I will eclipse you, sister. This nightmare is now yours.